Let's start, my dear students, with our science revision for the second term. We are going, inshallah, to start with what? With this session. Start with a quick revision on the second term. Okay, let's start with a type of question which is choose the correct answer. What is a part of hydrosphere? Remember the word hydrosphere. What includes hydrosphere? Hydrosphere includes all water on Earth. So our choice will be water. Which force allow basket to what? Allow the basket to fall into a basketball hoop. Basket fall in basketball hoop, that's due to a gravity force. What is the number of the Earth's sphere? Earth's sphere, biosphere, geosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere. So they are four. The next one. What is considered a type of friction force? Do you remember the friction force? It's a force that slows down the movement of the object. And there is a type of friction force called air resistance that's due to movement of object through the air. Planet of solar system revolve in a fixed orbit under the effect of the gravity of sun. Planets revolve around the sun due to the gravity of the sun. Magnets attract paper clips. Yeah, it's a metallic one. Is an evidence that the magnet has a force, not need a force. What the name of this force? It's called, my dear students, magnetism. Okay, the basic liquid matter which needed by human, by animal, by plant. What the name of this basic matter? It's, my dear student, the water. Water is important for the life of living organisms because living organisms live in water. Plant need water to make photosynthesis process. Living organisms need water to survive. Sun and other stars made up of what? Super hot gases. The next one. Result of interaction between hydro and geo. There is interaction between the four spheres. Hydro and geo interaction cause salt lakes. The lakes lizard due to the interaction between and the hydrosphere and what and the geosphere. Among the risk that threaten lots of water area on the earth, risk threaten water area to risks which are what? Scarcity and poor quality. The next one, area of land that water flow in a common location. Take care to the word common location. Common location, so it's a watershed. Catfish live in cool stream. A force that created between two attached surfaces lead to slowing the movement force between two attached, so it's not a gravity. Yeah, and it called what? Slow down its movement. It must be friction force. After that, Human get what? From groundwater and lakes and river. Yeah, all of these are sources of fresh water. Which of the following describe the word axis? Is it imaginary line that circle the object? It's not circle. Imaginary line that outline the object? Of course not. It's not outline. Imaginary line divide the object. Yeah, divide it unequally. No. It's imaginary line that run through the center of the object. What true or false? Magnetism is the force that attract some metal. That's true. Which are iron, cobalt, nickel, steel. Gravity pull object toward the center of Earth. Gravity pull object, yeah, toward the center, perpendicular. Object pushed away of each other by gravity. Now it's pulled toward each other. Gravity of the Earth disappeared. The moon, yeah, when the moon float into space, if there is no gravity to the Earth, the moon will float into space. Nothing pull the moon toward the Earth. Gravity of the Earth affect the ocean type? No. Gravity of the moon, not Earth. If there is no hydrosphere, no water, no life on Earth. At the beginning of the day, yeah, in the morning, the sun appears in the west. No, it's in the east direction. Salmon can live in ocean. No, it's in with water. But salamander live in pond. That's true. But the first one is false, though the sentence generally false. Ocean floor may have mountain, plains, plateaus. Ocean floor, that's true. Deep area of the ocean. Deep area of the ocean with sunlight can't reach, that's called, my dear student, the abyssal zone. But the near area which the sunlight can reach and we can see the coral reef and the tide, yeah, that region is called what? The shallow area. But this in the question is called abyssal zone. And you can't find any plant because there is no sunlight. The moon seems shiny because it absorbs sunlight. It reflects the sunlight, not absorbs the sunlight. We can feel movement of the earth easily. No, we can't feel it because we move with it in the same speed. We can feel no. Sunrise in the east, set in the west. That's true. As a lake surrounded by land. Yeah, and it's a low-lying area. Is that a lake? Yes, it's a lake. So it's surrounded by land. River and stream are fresh water, of course, my dear students. Correct the underlined words. Planets orbit. Due to the gravity between them, planets orbit the sun. Countries give natural protectorate to protect the endangered species. Take care that the natural protectorate way of preservation, not sustainability. Do you remember what's meant by sustainability? Yeah, using the resources in a way that not negatively affect the future supply. Again, using the resources in a way that not negatively affect the future supply. Is the protectorate like this? No, but it's a way of preservation to restrict access, control use, let contain mixture of fresh and salt mixture, so it's what estuary. The atmosphere includes all form of water on Earth, all form of water hydrosphere. Constellation consists of group of what? Constellation, group of stars. Nitrogen in the air, part of what? Atmosphere. Jupiter revolves around the sun. In which shape of orbit? It's oval or elliptical orbit. The water body surrounded by land, it's called a lake. Gravity of the sun affect the ocean? No, gravity of the moon is weak, that just affect of the ocean tides. The earth spins around its axis every 24 hours. Take care to this number. Let's choose the odd word out. Washing dish, generate electricity, drinking, respiration. The odd word is respiration. Water and oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide. Yeah, which is the odd? The odd, my dear students, is water. Rock, soil, sand, land. I will choose plant and the rest are geo. Earth, Jupiter, Sun and Moon. I will choose the Sun and the rest opaque object. Yeah? Kelp, dolphins, starfish, trout. I choose trout and the rest live in salty water. River, ocean, sea, and lake as I will choose river Nile because it's fresh and the rest are salt. River rainwater, Gulf groundwater, I will choose the Gulf. It's a salt and the rest fresh water. Complete the following statement using the words between brackets. It's a new type of the question. It's very easy, but I need you to read the sentence well and choose the correct answer. Direction of the earth. It always toward what? The center of the earth. Force of gravity is always pulling force. And it change the direction of movement. What move up must go down, so it change the direction. An object has gravity depending on its mass. If the object has mass, it must has a gravity. The total amount of water on Earth is constant or doesn't change. The water they lie beneath the Earth's surface known as groundwater. Fresh water for about 3% of water on Earth. During photosynthesis, soil gives nutrient to the plant. The word atmo means vapor and bio means life. The next one. The following plant show an interaction between two spheres. You mentioned them. When the soil provides the plant nutrient, soil give plant nutrient. It's what? It's interaction between soil represent the geosphere and plant the biosphere. When a plant release oxygen in air, plant the bio and oxygen atmosphere. What happened if river meet a sea? River meet a sea, it form a estuary. Magnet placed near a paper clip, it will attract the paper clip by the force of magnetism. Moon, what happened to the moon? If the gravity of the earth disappear, no gravity on the earth, for the moon would float off into space. Water is stored in the cracks of the underground water. The groundwater will be formed. What happened to the length of the shadow at noon? My dear student, take care to this point. At noon, the shadow is shortest. But morning and afternoon, it's longer. But noon, shortest shadow of object. Give a reason for. Stars appear bright in the sky. Stars appear bright in the sky because they produce their own light. Cycle of day and night, repetition of day and night, consequence of day and night due to rotation of the earth around its axis. Our planet look like a blue marble from the space. Yeah, because more than 70% of the earth covered by water. Gravity of the earth more than gravity of the moon because the earth has more mass than the moon. That's all for today, my dear students. Waiting for you, inshallah, in the next year. I hope to study well, keep your lessons, watch the videos for the second curriculum, answer all the questions, and inshallah, the exam will be very easy. كنت معكم مسز صبحي عبد الحكيم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته مع تمنياتي بالتوفيق والنجاح.